Hi, Fuad Abasov here, a broker with Right at Home Realty, and this is your monthly real estate statistics.
Demand for housing ownership remained very strong from a historic perspective in January of 2022. It feels like we've been breaking records every month for a while now, and January was no exception. Demand is up, prices are up, and supply is way down. The lack of new listings is the biggest factor impacting prices going forward, and these prices will continue to increase across the board. As I've been saying all along for the past few months, condo prices started to rise at its fastest pace in history. The condo price increases across the city outperformed the market. The price gap between condo units and low-rise freeholds will continue to narrow due to affordability issues. A lot of buyers have been outpriced from the freehold market and are now looking into larger condo units. So what is really moving property prices up? First of all, a super low inventory across the city. Where does the money come from for these purchases? It's very simple. Moms and dads were able to refinance their properties due to increased equity and help their kids with down payments for their first homes. Subsequently, people were saving money. They were not traveling, they weren't going out to restaurants, and at the end they directed that money, a lot of it, into their living conditions. The central bank's decision to wait until at least March to start its hiking cycle may actually be fueling the housing market. The cost of the average property in 2022 will go up by double digits once again as demand continues to outpace supply, at least for now. Now, let's take a close look at the sales of detached homes across the city in the month of January. Right side of the screen will show you information about the January sales, while on the left you will see the information in comparison to December. The average sale price of detached homes in Toronto in January was $1.91 million, a 17.37% increase from January of 2021. The amount of sold properties was down by 8% and the amount of new listings was down by 2%. Average days on the market was only 13 days. In the city of Vaughan, the average sales price of detached home was $2.13 million in January. That's almost $180,000 increase from December and 27.9% increase from January of 2021. Average days on the market was 2 weeks. The average sales price of detached home in Richmond Hill was $2.09 million, a 21.5% increase from January of 2021. Average days on the market until the properties were sold was 14 days. The amount of new listings in Mississauga went down by 30% and the amount of sold properties was down by 14.6%. Average sales price was up 31% from January of 2021 at $1.93 million. Just like everywhere else across the city, shortage of inventory in Markham resulted in prices to go up almost $200,000 since December, and were up 34% since January of 2021. The average sales price in Markham was $2.14 million. The average sales price of detached home in Newmarket continues to climb month by month and was up by $100,000 from December at $1.54 million. The 30% increase from January of 2021, and the amount of days on the market until properties were sold was 8 days only. Another record-breaking month in Aurora, $200,000 increase from December. Properties were selling at $1.89 million, a 10.5% increase from January of 2021, 11 days on the market until properties were sold. Innisfil, 43% increase from January of 2021. Average selling price of a detached home is at $1.24 million. 13 days on the market until properties are sold. The average selling price of a detached home in King City was just over $3 million. Properties were sitting on the market for an average of 13 days before they were sold. Bradford home prices were shy of $300,000 increase from December, 50% increase from January of 2021. An average selling price of a detached home in Bradford today is $1.53 million. Homes are selling within 6 days of being on the market. Milton home prices were the same level as they were in December, but it still was 24% increase from January of 2021. An average selling price of detached home in Milton is $1.57 million. Stouffville, the average sales price of detached home in January was $2.34 million, a 69% increase from January of 2021. In my opinion, it's a misconception that mortgage rate hikes will influence the market in the near future. As many predict, GTA home prices still forecast to rise 11% in 2022 even with expected interest rate hikes. Mortgage rates will start increasing soon. Most likely variable rates will be at 2% by the year end, and fixed rates will be at 3%. Buyers still have to qualify for stress test at 5.25%, so these changes will have a minimal impact. Prices are still going up despite the fact that higher mortgage rates usually result in downward pressure on home prices. Because of this, unaffordability is going through the roof and buyer sentiment is at all-time low. The inventory supply is just not there to meet the demand, and will not be there for a long time.
If you would like to receive an additional information about home sales in your area, please email me at sold@fuadhomes.com or call me at 647-801-3401. Thanks for watching and see you next month.